Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account, the link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available, the link for that too is in the description box below. If you want to be a great manifester, here are 3 qualities that you need. Now in this video, I will be talking about 3 general qualities that I have seen in myself, people around me, and my coaching clients who have eventually became great at manifesting. And these are 3 qualities that I have seen in people I have seen manifest good in every area of their life. And eventually what I have seen is that after a period of time, you do get these 3 qualities in your life somehow, and if you are getting good at manifesting. So these are pretty much non-negotiable. These are things that eventually you will need to get good at manifesting. And if you want to be a manifester who can manifest things in every area of their life, this is not for people who just, this is not so that you just manifest a cup of coffee. This is so that you can manifest your relationships. This is so that you can manifest love, manifest money, manifest jobs, health, these things, the experiences that you want. This is to become a great self introspective person and to be someone who's very, very consciously creating their lives. So these 3 qualities are things that in some way, shape, or form will exist in you if you are someone who has mastered self-control. All right. So the first quality is self-awareness. Now, self-awareness is, according to me, the most important quality one person can have if they want to manifest good things in their life. And it's very important to understand what self-awareness means, because self-awareness is something which is a non-negotiable. So self-awareness means that you become very aware of why you are doing what you're doing, why you want something, and what are the actions that you are taking that are not in alignment to it. So I will give you examples of this so that you can actually understand how it works. For example, let's say you are manifesting a relationship, or you are manifesting a relationship with a particular person, an SP, right? So it's about asking yourself first. A great manifester knows why they want that person. Do they want that person because it's coming from a story of rejection? Do they want that person because they fear abandonment? Do they want that person because they are running from their insecurities? Do they want that person because of some other reason, or do they actually want that person because it's coming from a place of unconditional love? Are they looking for unconditional love with that person, or is it a trauma bond? That is something that you will be very clear about once you get very aware of where you are coming from, and once you get very aware of how you go about things. The second thing that you will be aware about is why you want that person. You will be clear about that, and you will know what actions you are doing that are taking you towards that, and what actions that you are doing that are not taking you towards that. So I'll give you an example. I had a client, and she had always had this fear that she didn't want to learn how to drive. She didn't want to learn how to drive a car. And upon introspection, what we got into is we realized that a few years back, the person that she was dating, and that is the person that she wants to manifest now, had told her that he doesn't like girls who drive. Do you see how, on self introspection, going deep into herself and asking herself where does these things come from, she got to the root of the problem? That in that moment, the only reason that she didn't want to learn how to drive was because she thought that that will make her a better mate for that guy. But that was a fear driven action. That was a fear driven action based on a fear that if I learn how to drive, he will not like me. You see how introspection gets you to a place where you can learn more about yourself, where you can get out of your own destructive patterns, and where you can learn great things about your own manifestation journey. Now, you will ask me how to get self-awareness, how to be very introspective of yourself. Through honesty. The one thing that I go through with clients, which is a big struggle, is a lot of times I am the one, fighting them for their own self-worth, and they are the ones defending that they deserve less. And even though they are not directly saying it, a lot of times what is happening is I'm telling them that, oh no, you deserve more. Like, you deserve more than the situation that you are getting right now. And in that moment, they say that, no, I deserve this. It's fine. I want to settle with this. So things like that. Until and unless you're very honest with yourself, and until and unless you tell yourself that this is the direction that I'm going in and it is not good for me anymore, I want to get better and I want to achieve better things, till then you will keep being stuck in a similar pattern because you will keep getting more of the same thing, which is one of the root problems, and that is why people get stuck in their manifestation journey. The second quality that someone who is great at manifesting has is discipline. Now, discipline is something that is again another one, a non-negotiable. These three things are non-negotiables. Discipline means that first of all, you don't always act on your emotions. You act when you know you should be acting. You do what you know you should be doing. You know what you should be doing based on who you want to be. For example, if I always kept acting on my emotions, let's say I am going to the gym, right? And I am someone who wants to lose weight, and I'm going to the gym, I'm working on myself, I'm building a body, whatever it is. But in that moment, I feel a little bit, I don't want to go to the gym that day, and I skip it. That is not the way that I will build that up, right? I will eventually build that up when I will get into a place where I will say that, hey, I'll go to the gym when every time, because I know in my mind that that is what I need. Similarly, I see a lot of people starting a manifestation routine. They do the routine for a few days, maybe they do it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they feel the excitement, but then they are not actually handling the resistance. They are not actually changing their inner conversations. They are not actually changing their actions. And after 2, 3 weeks, they start to get bored and they start to feel a little bit complacent. Like the routine starts to feel a little bit monotonous. And in that time, they just drop it. They just do it half heartedly. They are not disciplined with it. It's a very lazy and casual approach in manner of that, hey, I'll see if I do it or not. I just couldn't do it today. Your life depends on this. And this is not, I'm saying that your life doesn't depend on changing a relationship. Your life depends on you staying true to your word. Because if you don't stay true to your word, how will you be able to live an intentional life? Living an intentional life depends on you being certain about the words that you use and making sure that you do the things that you need to be doing to get a future that you want. Because if you yourself are not standing up for yourself, what reason does the manifestation have to come to you? The last thing that people who are great at manifestation are good at is that they learn to regulate their emotions. Now, emotional regulation is actually a huge topic and something that is very difficult to cover in a general way. So it's very difficult for me to cover it in a general way here because every person has a different way through which they have to learn to emotionally regulate. And it usually depends on the situation, on what you need to learn and how you need to go forward with it. So if you need to learn about that personally, you can reach out to me for a one-on-one session. But learning from this video what emotional regulation actually means is that these people are very, very capable of handling their emotions, not dwelling in their emotions, and learning that emotions are fine. So let's say I started a manifestation routine, and after a few days I start to feel bad with it. Let's say I am doing things, but suddenly I start to feel an overwhelming sense of anxiety or I feel resistance. In that moment, a person who is not so good at manifestation, what they will do is either they will drop the routine, or they will dwell into this, or they will act on that anxiety and maybe go and stalk, or maybe go and chase someone, or maybe they will just complain about life and all these things. So they will go in a dwelling session where they will not be achieving their goals. But emotional regulation in that moment looks in a manner where you know that your emotions are there, but you know that your emotions are not you. Your emotions are a part of you. Your emotions are a part of you that in that moment are yearning for attention. If I'm feeling bad, it's because a part of me is feeling hurt. And in that moment, instead of acting on that hurt, my job is to give that part of me the attention that it is looking for. If I'm feeling weird and I'm feeling that a lot of like nothing works out for me, in that moment, I need some compassion that I need to give to myself. And a person who is good at it learns that emotions are never permanent. Every emotion is fleeting, which means whenever an emotion comes, it's eventually going to go away because it's based on a feeling. And they don't act on these emotions. So if I'm missing someone, it doesn't mean that I have to reach out. Maybe what I'm missing is the feeling. This goes back to the first point. Maybe what I'm missing is the feeling of belonging in that moment, and I can provide that feeling of belonging to myself. That's how someone who learns to emotionally regulate acts, because in their mind they know that they have to actually learn to regulate these emotions, because emotions are going to come. It's unrealistic to expect that you will never feel bad, or unrealistic to expect that you will never have a day where resistance will be high. What is important to understand is that when that resistance is high, when you are feeling these emotions, to learn to regulate it, to learn to get out of it, and to allow yourself to be okay. Your emotions are not you. Your emotions are a part of you that need attention. Please introspect about this and develop these three qualities. They will help you in manifesting anything, and they will help you in a huge mindset shift. I will see you guys in the next video. I have great content planned for this month and you will love it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions and I will see you guys in the next one.